Let's talk about squaring a binomial. A binomial is a polynomial that has two terms. So I'm just going to call those two terms a and b. And then when we square the binomial, it's going to look something like this. So to multiply all that out, I'm just going to take the a plus b and multiply it by itself twice. You could FOIL if you prefer FOIL. I prefer just to think about it as distributing. So I'll take my a, multiply it by my a, and I get a squared. Then a times positive b gives me positive a times b. I move on to the second term in that first parentheses. B times a, I'm going to write it as a times b again. And then b times b, I'm going to add on b squared. What I can do to simplify this is notice that I have two of the same term in the middle. So I've got a squared plus 2 times ab plus b squared. So when you're simplifying the square of a binomial, you could notice that that square ends up following this pattern, and you don't necessarily have to multiply everything out or FOIL it every time. So let me show you what it would look like in this example. I'll write out that rule that we just had on the last screen. And then we'll apply that rule to the expression that we have here. I have 3x minus 2 squared, and I'm going to notice that the 3x is in the place of the a, and the minus 2 is in the place of the b. Now, if you're uncomfortable with that, we could rewrite this as 3x plus a negative 2. And now it's a little bit easier to see that my b is going to be that negative 2. I have a is 3x, and then b is negative 2. So I can go ahead and follow the rule that we have. I'm going to take my a and square it, then add on 2 times a times b, and then add on my b squared. A is 3x, so I'll fill that in the a positions. B is a negative 2. To simplify, the first thing that I'm going to do is multiply 3x by 3x to simplify that 3x squared piece. 3 times 3 is 9, x times x is x squared. And then I'll move on to the second term where I multiply all of the integers here, 2, 3, and negative 2. When I multiply the 2, the 3, and the negative 2, I get negative 12x plus, and negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. So this is the expression simplified. And that's it. If you prefer to use FOIL or just distribute, you can totally do that, but this rule definitely does come in handy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.